One super good news for TCS Wings 1 learners, which is now Wings 1 May 2025 registrations are open. Hello friends, welcome back to Smart Nazi Tech Study. It's time to crack the Wings 1 digital or innovator roles. So as you gear up for the May 2025 cycle, please ensure that you register for the track-wise proctored assessment based on your learning progress in your respective track. Here are few things to keep in mind before you register. So before starting the video, hit a like, subscribe and share. Choose your tracks carefully, keeping in mind the registration guidelines. Associates are eligible to appear for only true tracks plus the articulation track in any given cycle. So articulation is default plus two other tracks we can choose, which is either core full stack and non-technical tracks, which is B skill or process. Securing minimum pass score in articulation is a mandatory requirement to qualify for digital high talent rewards. So third most important point is completion of domain learning is mandatory to qualify for digital or innovator milestone rewards. Hurry up, take up the survey to register and secure your seats before they run out. So registration closure last date is 31st March 2025 11:59 p.m. So next month is also there. So eligibility criteria: associates in grades Y, YD, YG, CS1, C1Y, C1. If an associate is promoted to C2 within a particular financial year, he or she shall be allowed to continue Wings 1 curriculum and take up the next immediate cycle only one assessment post promotion to accrue the compensation benefits. If qualified after one cycle, associate will no longer be eligible for Wings 1. So if you have promoted to C2 grade, then next cycle, that means I have promoted to C2 grade in this February month, so I will be eligible for the May cycle only. After May cycle I am not eligible because I have promoted to C2 grade, so only one time chance is there. So as you know, work performance appraisal band is A or B, or anniversary rating is 4 or 5, only for assessors who are yet to receive performance band. Please note that upcoming band will be considered for assessment eligibility. So upcoming band means in March or April we will get the band as A or B, and rating 4 or 5 they will be considered for writing the May cycle 2025 exams. For freshers or trainees who don't have appraisal band or anniversary rating, only IU or learning prerequisite will be considered. Work performance will not be considered. So if you have joined this year or past year but not completed 1 year, then your IU or learning completion only considered. Your work performance band or rating is not considered. IU or learning completion: complete your IU or learning for the tracks you wish to appear for before the cutoff date. So cutoff date is 31st March for May 2025 cycle. 31st March 2025 is the last date. So please note that the IU or learning completion will not reflect properly if you have not clicked the register button for that curriculum. If you have already started the learning, don't worry, please go ahead and register for the curriculum now. If you are yet to start the learning of the curriculum, please ensure you click the register button before you start. So you need to click the register button. As you know, it is important for you to complete the learning of core tech track based on your BG unit's recommendation to be eligible for the assessment. Please check out the BG or unit wise recommendation list in course ID 80840, and also note that the assessment will be conducted in the debut location within the details present in the system as on March 31st 2025. Please ensure that any change in your debut location is reflecting in the system before 31st March 2025. So your debut location, that means the current product location will be, in the current product location will be, you will get the exams, offline exams. Post registering, kindly ensure that you check the tracks registered by you and edit in the case of any change. Please note that it will not be possible to accommodate any change post the cutoff date. So you need to complete your learning and you need to register for this May 2025 exam on or before 31st March 2025. So SOP, standard operating procedures, also I have discussed in this video. Watch the video till the end. If you have any further queries, connect with me or your unit TD. So Wings 1 ITIS registration survey May 2025. The survey I will fill you in front of you. You follow this. So first question: I am aware that HR actions ranging from termination of service to debarring from Wings 1 or issuance of warning letter will be carried out for associate indulging in malpractice during the IVAL proctored assessments. I hereby confirm that I will take the Wings 1 assessment in a fair manner by abiding by the instructions, and that I will not involve myself in any kind of malpractice. I am also aware that it is considered as a malpractice if the assessment is taken in an unproctored environment. So you have to click here I agree for this above statement. I am aware that I should not select the same track in track 1 and track 2 for the core full stack tech tracks T1, T2 and T4 in the registration survey. For example, if you have selected T1 min in assessment track 1 and T1 in assessment track 2, only first choice will be considered, that is T1 min. So do you wish to, so you need to click here also, agree, I agree. Do you wish to appear for the articulation track? Please note that pass or distinction in articulation is a prerequisite to achieve digital milestone, and distinction in articulation is a prerequisite to achieve innovator milestone. For if you want to crack digital, pass is mandatory, and if you want to crack innovator, then distinction is mandatory. I hope you haven't cleared the articulation. If cleared, click on no. If not cleared, click on yes. Register for anyone from the below track. So click the track based on your choice. So in this, for example, I am selecting T4. So register for anyone from the below track 2. So please do not register for the same track as in the previous one. So in the previous one I have selected T4, integrating distributed ecosystem Spring Boot. So in this track 2 I should not select that same track. I can select anyone, business skill 1, 2, process, or any core full stack, any other core full stack. For example, I am selecting business skill 2. Please select the track for which you wish to take the Innovator coding assessment. Please note that the prerequisite to take up this challenge should be met. The prerequisite pass or distinction in the respective core full stack track in previous cycle, respective of the BG recommended tracks. Applicable only for Innovator coding challenge. So if you have already got distinction in any of the below tracks, you should have to select that one. For example, I have got the distinction in Java Spring Boot, so I want to appear for the Innovator coding challenge. Then I need to select the T4, and finally I need to click on submit. So this is the process to register for the May 2025 assessments. So I have also discussed the important SOP, standard operating procedures, and how to crack digital or innovator roles in upcoming May 2025 cycle. So watch the video till the end. Basically, for you to get digital cadre, you must have articulation minimum pass and domain learning should be completion. So if you are currently Smart or Ninja associate, start Wings 1 journey. In the first track, you will have core full stack distinction. You must acquire core full stack distinction, and then track 2, either you can go with again core full stack or core non-tech tracks, which are process, skill, and unit electives. Either it may be internal or external. SOP, Elevate Wings 1 IT or ITIS. So SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. Elevate Wings 1, it belongs to both IT or ITIS. So document revision list. This is a document version 16, and the document name is SOP Elevate Wings 1 ITIS. These changes are made in August 2024. In this, they have added or modified some things. BG, business group or unit specific code tech tracks, they have introduced today. If you are BFSI, so you are allowed to do some of the core full stack, and some are removed in your unit. Inclusion of design and learning service track, selective enrollments only. So they have introduced a design and learning services track, which comes under core full stack section. Work performance criteria for assessment eligibility. If you want to appear for Wings 1, you must have anniversary rating 4 or 5 and financial year band A or B. Percentile approach for result processing. Dashboard update. So there is a Wings 1 dashboard is there, which will be updated, and WFO compliance you need to follow. So this is the link for what courses your unit or BG has contained and removed. So follow this link. So Wings 1 overview. What will be the Wings 1 overview? Elevate Wings 1 helps to evaluate associates' multi-dimensional performance using a democratized, transparent talent framework with a chance to boost their career and compensation. So program eligibility. Associates in grade Y, YD, YG, CS1, C1Y, C1. Full-time TCS employees with employment status as active. So one super good news. Historical core programming distinction will be considered at par with core full stack track for digital milestone rewards. Enrollment. Associates will be auto-enrolled to the Wings 1 program based on eligibility. So based on your grade, you will be auto-enrolled if you are C1 or below the C1 grades. IUL certification ID is 15205 for IT and 15206 for ITIS role. Associates will be unenrolled from Wings 1 program for the following reason: upon promotion to C2 or equivalent grades on resignation, associate can connect with their unit TD in case they want to drop off from the Wings 1 program. So the tracks, articulation is a mandatory track for Innovator and digital cadre. So it is a one proctored assessment. It has the below modules, which is Commons A2, the art of articulation. The topic is core articulation, communicate effectively in global teams, core articulation teams without borders connected. So I have made a video and a few most important questions also I have made that video is below in our description. So clearing articulation track, minimum pass is the prerequisite for digital milestone rewards. Core full stack and non-tech tracks. Core full stack T1 to T15 are there, and they have newly introduced a UX and visual design. Max 2 proctored assessment. One is MCQ based and another one is hands-on. So there are 2 proctored assessment which are in-person ion center assessments. So business skill, it has a 2 tracks which is business skill 1 and business skill 2. In business skill 1 there are 3 topics, which is collaborative decision making, personal mastery and mindfulness, and last one is professional networking. In business skill 2 also has 3 topics, which is personal mastery, working with agility, second topic complex problem solving capabilities, and last topic is persuasion influencing skills. So one proctored assessment, anyone you can choose, either you can go with the business skill 1 or business skill 2. According to my experience, business skill 2 is simple one. Process. So process has 2 topics only, which is agile for beginners and agile for practitioner, and second topic is RIO, application operation, rigor in operations. So it is also one proctored assessment, which is a MCQs and multiple SAT question MSQs. So proctored assessment cycle will be conducted per financial year 2 times only, which is May and November. This is going to change if they want to change. For North America, ILP exit assessments are aligned to Wings 1 assessments, hence few additional special assessments will be scheduled for North America ILP associates. Associates clearing these exit assessments by satisfying Wings 1 business rules will be awarded with Wings 1 milestone completion benefits and will also be tagged as Wings 1 high talent in the system. Proctored assessment eligibility. In order to appear for the Wings 1 assessments, you must have appraisal band A or B, anniversary rating 4 or 5, only for associates who have completed 1 year in the organization and who are yet to receive performance band. So if an associate who is eligible for appraisal band but it is not given a performance band due to want of allocation or any other reasons, then he or she will not be considered eligible for assessment, evaluation on or rewards. So if you have completed your 1 year project, 1 year in TCS, and you haven't get a band for your 1 year completion, so in that case you are not eligible. So the bench people who are in bench for 1 year or they don't get appraisal band, so they are not eligible. So my suggestion is to get allocated in any kind of project in order to appear for Wings 1 assessments. So one good news for freshers and experienced professional, they just have joined in organization below 1 year experience. For them there is no appraisal band or anniversary rating, only the learning completion will be considered for proctored assessment eligibility, and at least 1 track selection in the registration survey is compulsory. Prerequisite for proctored assessment in core full stack and core non-tech tracks are based on completion through any of the below paths, which is learning path. Associate not having the required proficiency in the subject or advised to take up the learning path in IUL to become eligible for the proctored assessment. So for example, if you want to choose articulation, if you don't have any prerequisite, knowledge about articulation, then you should go with the learning path and then appear for the proctored assessment. Important note, if an associate is promoted to C2 within a particular financial year, then what happens? If he or she shall be allowed to continue Wings 1 curriculum and take up the next immediate cycle, only 1 assessment post promotion to accrue the compensation benefits if qualified. After 1 cycle, associate will no longer be eligible for Wings 1 and will have the option to subscribe for Wings 2. There is no restriction in the number of attempts. Associates can take any number of attempts across assessment cycles provided they meet the eligibility criteria. The highest grade, pass or distinction of a track will be considered in case of re-attempt. Based on milestone reward requirement, track completion will be considered. Wings 1 result will be published as grades, not as scores. In IWAL, result and grade will be uploaded track wise. Result will be either successful or unsuccessful. Grade, which might be distinction or pass, will be populated only if result is successful. Grade will be blank if result is unsuccessful. Irrespective of the result, success or unsuccessful or grade value, pass or distinction, score will be the default default value which is 0 for all associates. Dashboard will be updated once the cycle results are published in iOL provided you meet the work performance criteria. So I am very disappointing with this 0 for all associates. If you have unsuccessful attempt or successful attempt, the score must be appear so that the candidate will get the distinction or pass according to following their learning. So this is one of the drawback. They won't display the scores of the candidate in the tech track. So important note 2, proctored assessment type, question or pattern. So technology, in the technology tracks, objective, SBQ, single SBQ assessments and hands-on assessment, innovator coding challenges there. Business skill or process, objective assessment which is multiple choice questions and multiple select questions, fill in the blanks also there. Articulation, objective assessment and writing skills assessment is there. Track completed or cleared rules. The results are processed based on the percentile approach. The percentile value is calculated for each of the tracks and the below cutoff will be applied for finalizing the grades. Not pass. If your percentage is less than 50%, then you are not pass. If your percentage is greater than equal to 50, then you will get pass grade. And if you get 75% or above, you will get distinction grade. The above parameters are indicative and are subject to change. Important note 3, proctored assessment communication. Assessment detail, assessment name, date, slot, venue, registration link would be published in all communication channels like Wings One, Assessment Nomi community, mails, and our Smart as a tech study channel also. We will provide you assessment communication. That means when will Wings One exam will happen and when will result will be released. So like that kind of stuff will also be updated in our channel. Assessment location, in-person assessment. Associate must take assessment from the debut location only. So debut location is the location which you are currently doing your job or role. So base branch is the branch which you have been joined. In case you are reporting to a different office location other than your debut location, please get in touch with your supervisor and get your debut location changed in the system before the registration cutoff date. Associate must carry the digital entry pass and TCS ID to get entry into office premises along with other WFO formalities. Please coordinate with the admin team for TCS ID cards and other WFO formalities well in advance before the assessments. It is mandatory to sign the attendance sheet during in-person assessment, in the absence of which scores will not be evaluated. So important note 4, malpractice. HR action ranging from termination of service to issuance of warning letter or debar from Wings One program will be initiated to associate indulging in malpractice during proctored digital or physical assessments. Rewards, milestone based. Rewards or milestones. The rewards for TCS Elevate Wings One will be based on learning performance and work performance. Learning performance is evaluated through written assessment or hands-on or innovator coding challenge interview they have just mentioned. Work performance is based on appraisal band A or B or annual rating 5 or 4. Rewards can be one of the following at any cycle. Elevate Wings One incentives as per milestone clearance rules for digital or innovator. Elevate Wings One gems reward applies only for the following. Associates will be eligible for rewards gems only if they are not eligible for rewards Elevate incentive in that cycle. So if you are cleared only one track which is business skill 2 or 1, then you will get gems for one time only. That is, TCS gems will be given only once for associates who have scored pass, not distinction, in the next attempt for the track. If the associate score pass, he or she will not be eligible for rewards gems in the next attempt. TCS gems is not applicable for articulation track. If you get pass or distinction articulation, no gems will be awarded, as it is essential for attending digital milestone rewards. Elevate Wings One incentive will be awarded based on digital or innovator milestone as per the business rules. TCS gems or Elevate Wings One incentive compensation letter will be released only to associates under active employment status at the time of issuance. Continuation. TCS gems will be a one-time reward, while Elevate Wings One incentive will be a monthly component that is part of compensation or CTC or package. The effective date of Elevate Wings One incentive reward will be finalized based on completion of the assessment written or interview. TCS gems process is subject to change anytime based on the business requirements. High talent flag will be set for associates receiving Elevate Wings One incentive and not TCS gems. Elevate Wings One incentive will be secured and merged with CTC on promotion to C2 grade. Upon promotion to C2 grade, correction policy: pass on 1C, stop on 1D. Two consecutive C's will not be applicable on Elliott Wings 1 incentive. WFO will be checked by the total rewards team, and compensation letters will be released only when organization WFO compliance requirements are met. So correction policy: in the subsequent appraisal cycle, if the associate gets a band C, if you are so for example, you have appeared for the Wings 1 assessment and you have got digital cadre, and you have started receiving Wings 1 incentive, and in the next appraisal cycle you will get C band, then the Wings 1 incentive will be passed. Please note, incentive will be passed and not deducted. If the associate regains A or B in the immediate next appraisal cycle, if you get in the next appraisal cycle after the C band, if in another financial year you will get B or A band, then your Wings 1 incentive will be resumed. If not, in case of associate getting you in another case, if you get second time also C band, it will be reset or stopped. Similarly, if an associate gets a D band, incentive will be reset, that means stopped at the first instance, and associate has to restart post getting A or B band. Scenario 1: assume an associate has qualified for Wings 1 in a particular cycle and has started receiving Elliott Wings incentive. If the next appraisal cycle the associate work performance slips to C band, the Elliott incentive will pass. It will resume if the associate manages to get appraisal A or B in the immediate next appraisal cycle. But if the associate gets a continuous 2 C bands, then the incentive will stop and will not be resumed. Only way to get the Elliott incentive after correction stop is to resume learning, and again you have to give in-person assessment and clear subsequent milestones with distinction as per reward rules and get qualified. In scenario 2, assume an associate who has qualified for Wings 1 incentive in a particular cycle and has started receiving Elliott incentives. In the next appraisal cycle, the associate work performance slips to D band. The Elliott incentive will stop from them on. It will not resume even if the associate manages to get appraisal A or B later. Only way to get the Elliott incentives after correction stop is to resume learning and a clear subsequent milestone with distinction as per reward rules and get qualified. The above rules while setting high talent flag as well. So now the question is how to get digital cadre. That means the cities ranging from 7 to 9 LPA according to experience. So currently, if you are smart or ninja, you will start Wings 1 journey and you are completed by just following these guidelines, and you will get digital reward. So Innovator milestone: associate must have the below tracks historically to acquire the Innovator milestones. So for Innovator, you must have domain learning completion and along with that Innovator coding challenge distinction. Prerequisite is 1 core full stack assessment distinction or pass, and second one is you should have business skill distinction, either 1 or 2, and third requirement is you should have articulation distinction and process also distinction. So all the tracks you should have distinction for Innovator milestone. So more details on core full stack I will pass. So more details on core full stack changes, pass the video and read this. So finally, all the best for November 2024 exams. In this time, all the runners hands up, and all the digital cadres hands more up in order to get Innovator. So everyone be serious for this November cycle and crack your aspired cadre, which is digital or Innovator. So this is for now in this video. If you have any doubts or clarification, you can feel free to connect on TopMate. If you are planning to connect, if you are want to connect me personally, so you can book a session on TopMate. So in that I will guide you personally on how to choose the tracks, how to get digital or Innovator roles. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you. I will be with our platform is very low prices. I will show you my platform. So in this comment section you need to click on any doubts or clarification in this link. Here in this link you will get a chance to meet me. So here in this you will get a chance to meet me personally. So the prices are very affordable prices. So quick chat or ask your doubts, any doubts. So if you are planning to ask in Elliott Wings on related, you can ask career or related doubt session. I am charging 25 rupees for 1 hour guidance. Ask me anything is only affordable prices. So basically I am a Java developer and a YouTube content creator. As you know, I have 3+ years of IT experience working in top IT organization. that is also, if you have any career related, Wings 1 related, or any kind of doubt, you can happy to ask or connect with me here. You can choose for Wings 1 related, you have to go here career guidance and click on this and book a session with me as per your desired date and as per your desired timings. All the best for your upcoming assessment, which is November 2024 cycle assessment. And finally, thanks for watching our videos. We will meet in another upcoming video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Your one like and one subscribe will motivate me a lot in order to do more videos on Wings 1 assessments. Again, thanks for watching. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.